Hilbert was born in 1862 in Königsberg, Prussia, now Kaliningrad, Russia, as the eldest and only son. Otto, his father, was a county judge who had married Maria Therese Ertmann, the daughter of a Königsberg merchant. Maria was fascinated by philosophy, astronomy, and prime numbers. David Hilbert had a strict upbringing by his father, who was a man who lived his life to a standard pattern, always walking the same way every day and only leaving Königsberg once a year for the annual family holiday. Hilbert was baptized and raised a Calvinist in the Prussian Evangelical Church. He later left the church and became an agnostic. He also argued that mathematical truth was independent of the existence of God or other a priori assumptions. Kids were put in school at the age of 6, while David was put at the age of 8. It is also certain that his mother taught him at home until he turned 8. David attended the Royal Friedrich Schooling for 7 years before entering the Wilhelm Gymnasium in 1879 for his final year of schooling, which held more emphasis on mathematics compared to his previous school. He entered the University of Königsberg in the autumn of 1880 to study mathematics as a doctoral student. While still a student at Königsberg, Hilbert began collaborating with fellow mathematicians, Adolf Hurwitz and Hermann Minkowski, and the three continued to work together after Hilbert graduated. He remained at the University of Königsberg and worked as a senior lecturer of mathematics until 1895. In fact, he was a member of staff at Königsberg from 1886 to 1895, firstly being a Privatdozent, which means a recognized teacher at a German university, until 1892, then as extraordinary professor for 1 year before being appointed a full professor in 1893. Most of his work during this time dealt with number theory and abstract algebra. He then worked as a professor at the University of Göttingen, then the leading institution for mathematics in the world. During his lifetime, there was a push to establish mathematics as a logical construct. Hilbert attempted to axiomatize all of mathematics as Euclid had done with geometry. An important discovery by this mathematician is the Hilbert's basis theorem, which is a result concerning Noetherian rings. A ring is said to be Noetherian if it is both left and right Noetherian. For a ring, real numbers, the following are equivalent. Number 1, real numbers satisfies the ascending chain condition on ideals. Number 2, every ideal of real numbers is finitely generated. Number 3, every set of ideals contains a maximal element. It states that if A is a Noetherian ring, then the ring of polynomials is also a Noetherian ring. The converse is evidently true as well. The proof follows by induction. We just keep on adding elements to it. If Rx is Noetherian, then this would imply Rx, y is Noetherian also. The second discovery is a theorem that establishes a fundamental relationship between geometry and algebra. It's called Nullstellensatz. This relationship is the basis of algebraic geometry, a branch of mathematics. It relates algebraic sets to ideals in polynomial rings over algebraically closed fields. So here, in this example, you fix A as k, x1, all the way to xn, where k is closed. Then the maximal ideal is of this form, x minus a1, comma, all the way to x minus an. In algebraic statistics, techniques from algebraic geometry are used to advance research on topics such as the design of experiments and hypothesis testing. Another surprising application of algebraic geometry is to computational phylogenetics, which means the applications of computational algorithms, methods, and programs to phylogenetic analyses. And as David Hilbert once said, mathematics knows no races or geographic boundaries. For mathematics, the cultural world is one country.